Big story coming in from Lebanon. There are reports of multiple explosions in pagers across Lebanon, predominantly in areas around Beirut, and several Hezbollah fighters and cadre have been injured in what is being seen as a pager attack or pager explosions. Some reports seem to indicate that the fatality has crossed three. Three people are believed to have been dead and at least 1,000 injured in pager blasts. Pagers, they are likely to be alphanumeric pagers. In today's day and age, you and I would always be using a mobile phone. But in the good old days, in the mid-1990s to late 1990s, we were using pagers, alphanumeric pagers for one-way communication of information. And some of the reports coming out from Beirut seem to indicate that a large consignment of pagers had been procured just recently as the Israel-Hezbollah fight intensified. Thousands of pagers were procured and given to the Hezbollah cadre and fighters. Why? So that information could be given to them about what needed to be done in coded language that could not be intercepted by Israel. And this is where the explosion is believed to have taken place in thousands of pagers. One report from Beirut indicated Iran's ambassador to Lebanon, Muttaba Amini, is also believed to have been injured in one such pager explosion. 3 dead, over 1,000 injured. That casualty figure could even go up according to initial reports. Now, some of these Hezbollah fighters, they were either in malls or marketplaces or departmental stores when suddenly the pagers exploded. Initially, people thought that it was a gunfight and people started fleeing in panic. But it's only the fighters who collapsed on the ground. Now, pagers are something which are very small. You usually tie it, just clip it to your belt or keep it in your pocket. So most of the injuries are either around the waist or in the front pocket area of most people. That is what initial reports seem to indicate. Hospitals, not just in Beirut but across Lebanon, have declared an emergency. All emergency workers have been asked to report to duty immediately. Most of the hospitals in and around Beirut are working at full capacity. There are no more beds available in hospitals according to initial reports. The government has now issued a statement asking people to abandon their pagers. If they have pagers, abandon them immediately. Keep them as far away from people as possible, because there is an apprehension that more explosions could take place. While an investigation has been ordered, the effort is to find out where was this consignment of pagers procured from. The most recent consignment of pagers, a large quantity was procured as the fight between Israel and Hezbollah, it escalated. So new pagers were procured, perhaps with bigger batteries. But the fact that these were near simultaneous explosions taking place one after the other gives an indication, or at least initial reports seem to indicate, that this could well be the work of the adversaries of Hezbollah. No one's being blamed directly, but it's a cause for concern. Iran's ambassador to Lebanon has been injured in one such pager explosion. Over 1,000 people have been injured. Some reports seem to indicate 3 people, including a child, are injured. And when you look at those images, like one Hezbollah fighter or a cadre was buying vegetables, and just as he reached to his pocket perhaps to take out money, or there was a transaction going on with the shopkeeper, suddenly there was an explosion and he collapsed to the ground. In another instance, there was another man who was at the counter to make payments, and that is where the explosion took place. And multiple such videos are now out in public domain. There is panic in Lebanon, not just amongst the Hezbollah fighters, but all those who still carry pagers. And they've now been told, abandon your pagers till an inquiry is conducted. The situation remains extremely tense.